What's going on YouTube? This is Max coming back at you once again with another video. This time I'm coming back with a comparison video between the Samsung QN800B versus the Samsung S95B. Now if you like this type of content, if you could do me a favor by hitting that like button and that subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. Before we go ahead and go into the comparison video, I'm not going to reveal the names of the TV just like how I did on my previous video. If you want me to continue doing those comparisons, please leave a comment. Let me know if you like these type of videos going forward. I always like to have some type of feedback when it comes to my viewers, and just let me know what I could do to make this videos better. But another thing I want to give you the heads up on, I am switching cameras to a much better camera. So going forward, when I do my comparison videos, this will help give a better depiction of what I see going forward on the new TVs that I review. So starting off with looking at both TVs, both of them are a great TV, depending on your use case scenario. You have one TV is a mini LED 8K TV, and the other is the QD OLED. Both of them have their strengths, and both of them have their weaknesses as well. With the mini LED, you could definitely see that there is a brightness compared to the QD OLED, but at the same time too, the QD OLED does show its strengths as well when it comes to that brightness WRGB OLED. Now, looking at the strengths of the QD OLED, you do have that same blacks as you do from previous OLED TVs, but also retaining that color volume at higher brightness is where I consider as key strength for the QD OLED. Now, when it comes to picture category between the mini LED 8K and the QD OLED, which is 4K, I will give the slight edge to the QD OLED just because I see there is a lot more, I want to say a lot more, there is more detail on the QD OLED compared to the mini LED 8K. And I thought from doing this comparison at this moment, I thought the 8K will have more depth and detail. But what Samsung has done with the QD OLED, I feel like it's in reverse. The QD OLED has that advantage over the 8K mini LED. Now is the time I go ahead and reveal the names. On the left hand side is the Samsung S95B, and on the right is the Samsung QN800B. Did you guess correctly? Let me know in the comments. So now that you know the names of both TVs, does this change your depiction of mini LED and QD OLED? What do you think looks better? Do you think the 8K version of the mini LED is better than the QD OLED version? Or do you think the QD OLED version looks better than the 8K mini LED? I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. But I'm going to make this more of a shorter video. I didn't want to make this too long, but I had this clip just to show the strengths and weaknesses of both TVs. Now, both TVs, once again, are great TVs. The QN800B is, once again, I said this before in my review, it's a great TV. It definitely has that punch when it comes to HDR. And the blacks are great. Not OLED blacks, but it's close. It still have a little bit of blooming, which I have mentioned. The QD OLED, on the other hand, does a great job, but at the same time, it doesn't get as bright as the mini LED, but it has that depth and detail when you look at the QD OLED version. So let me know what you think about the Samsung S95B versus the QN800B. Let me know in the comments. If you could do me a favor by hitting that like button and that subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. Until next time, see everyone on the next one. Take care.